2. Got a battery in here of the San Luis Valley solar. Here's a grain silo with painted black on the south. Here's a big barn where the entire roof was painted black and then fiberglass placed over it. Basically spending a few $100s to create an enormous solar collector out of the roof metal itself. Here the holes are being put in for the hot air, and cool air comes in on the other end. The entire building is heated that way. Here's where solar heat is pumped under through pipes under a pig pen. Pigs love this. The solar heated all year long. Here's the inside of the barn with a plenum going up there at an angle to pull the hot air down from the top, put it into the building. Here's a schemata of that grain silo, how they use the metal to heat and dry the corn, I believe, mostly, but also other grains. Very elegant, very simple, using the basic material for the solar system. Here's a phase-changing solution that one entrepreneur put together to heat his home. There you can see where the hot air comes into a plenum, basically, on the grain drying silo to dry the grain inside. There's another roof of a barn with where the entire roof is turned into a solar collector system. Here's a close-up detail of the fan box on the silo where they place the fan to draw air through around the entire building. We also built lots of solar ovens. Here's a solar oven which is black inside to absorb the sun's energy. This would be necessary especially if the pots and pans weren't black. In India we built south-facing trome walls for hot air to circulate into the building with a fiberglass on the outside of that adobe wall. There's where you can see the where the hot air comes, thermal siphons actually into the building. The same sort of vent is on the bottom also, so that the air will circulate on its own. Here's a brick wall. Here they're painting metal to attract the sun's energy and putting that on the south side of a wall. Another idea, without having to use any fiberglass like you see here. This building in New Mexico actually has water barrels behind the glass to heat the home. Here's a simple schemata for how an adobe house can have the entire south wall act as a thermal storage area. Okay, well, this is the end of this slideshow. Just wanted to show you some of the many different kinds of solar systems that people put together beginning in the 1976 or so in the San Luis Valley, making it the most solar place in America, even though it's one of the most economically depressed because of the fact that we learned to do this ourselves and used our own materials. We were able to build all kinds of solar systems with very little investment of funds.